Before students arrive, you're rearranging desks to support group work. After they leave, you're calling a parent, reprinting lost homework, and calming down from a tough conversation with a kid. There's a kind of work teachers do that never shows up in job descriptions, but it's the heart of what makes us great. Welcome to the Teacher's Impact podcast. On this episode, we'll be talking about the invisible work of a great teacher. All right, so let's talk about the kind of work really sees. Your administrators may not see it, your parents may not see it. The work that takes place in our minds, our hearts, and even after hours. I'll break it down into 4 categories of invisible work we do every single day. The first category is emotional regulation and caregiving. We're not just teaching academics, we're often helping students regulate big emotions. Last year, I had a student who had daily tantrums, meltdowns, if things didn't go his way. To help him, I had to learn to spot the early signs, stay calm during the chaos, and model regulation strategies in real time. And it wasn't just about managing him, it was really about managing me too. I remember stepping into the bathroom after a particularly intense outburst that he had, just to breathe and reset. So emotional self-care isn't optional, it's really about survival. Then there are the small things like remembering students' birthdays or celebrating when one finally raises their hand. These little moments, they matter just as much as the big ones. The second category is relationship building. One of the things we need to realize is that building trust takes time and intentional effort. If there's a student that seems unreachable, I've found that spending just 5 minutes a day talking about anything but school makes a huge difference. I've overheard students say that it makes them feel seen when I do this. And you know what? That investment, it pays off. Those same students often step up to help others or take initiative in surprising ways. So when they feel valued, they start acting like they belong, and that just shifts everything. The third category is constant decision-making and adaptability. Teaching is one long series of just rapid-fire decisions. I remember one day we had 2 emergency drills back-to-back. I was mid-lesson off, and by the time we returned, I had to completely shift gears, scrap the original plan, and move straight into guided practice. So it's like before 10 a.m., I've already made dozens of micro decisions, which centers to set up, how to resolve a snack dispute, who needs a reminder, who needs encouragement. Decision fatigue, it's real and it's also invisible. Okay, so the next category is self-reflection and guilt management. Ooh, guilt management. I need this one myself. So even our minds don't. And I often find myself wondering, did I respond with enough empathy? Did I help that student grow today? Or did I miss something important? And when that doubt creeps in, I remind myself of the students who came back to say, I learned so much in your class. And that's just the quiet confirmation that maybe, just maybe, I'm getting it right more often than I think. Category is quiet power and why it matters. You might have a student who swings by your classroom every day just to chat, or a quiet kid who's starting to speak up more in class. Those are not accidents. That's the result of your invisible work. If you need a way to honor it, start saving those notes and drawings from your students. I certainly do. Or make a quick weekly list of the small victories only you witness. They matter, you matter. So this week, take a moment to notice your invisible work and give yourself credit for it. You're doing more than enough, even if no one sees it. What invisible work are you proud of this week? If this episode spoke to your teacher heart, share it with another educator who deserves to hear you're doing more than enough, even if no one sees sees it. Thank you so much for listening, and see you next time on the Teachers Impact Podcast, learning and growing.